Hi, good afternoon. Chair Holland, Vice Chair Miller, members of the board, Dr. Casey, and Mr. Meeks. It's wonderful to see you all today. Chesterfield reached a milestone this year, celebrating the 275th anniversary of the county. To commemorate this occasion, we've hosted many events, including historical tours, living history displays, tasting the official Chesterfield ice cream flavor, and of course, the big fireworks celebration. As we embrace Chesterfield's rich history, we also want to take the time to recognize the importance of remembering and honoring those who serve the county. From making the difficult decisions about the budget and comprehensive plan, to listening and offering directions when constituents and employees have questions, concerns, or ideas to share, the board's leadership and support continues to be a key contributor to the county's success. To express our gratitude to you, a team was formed to decide how to recognize current and former board members and county administrators. At the recommendation made by Supervisor Carroll, it was determined that honorary plaques for each district would be installed in the public meeting room where the board meetings occur in the evening. There will also be an additional plaque for the Manchester district, which was annexed in 1970, but continues to be an important part of Chesterfield's history. This plaque will include a historical overview of how it came to be, graciously provided by the Chesterfield Historical Society of Virginia. The plaques include names of hundreds of elected and appointed officials, including yourselves, whose management and guidance resulted in creating the county we have today. The visual you all see behind me is where the plaques will hang. From your seats on the dais, they will be to your left. Dr. Casey, they'll be to your right. The first plaque you see highlighted is the county administrator plaque. The picture on the left shows the full-scale plaque, and then I've also zoomed in on the right so that you can see the individual names. The next 6 plaques highlighted are the magisterial districts. The districts are in alphabetical order, with the exception of Manchester, which is furthest to the right. And then, Mr. Holland, this is your plaque for the Dale district. All right. Dr. Miller for the Midlothian district. Mr. Engel for the Bermuda district. Mrs. Schneider for the Clover Hill district. And Mr. Carroll for Matoaka district. And last but not least, the Manchester district. We have the names of those who have served on the Manchester board, but we also have the historical overview as well. In addition to the plaques, 5 Chesterfield high schools are creating art installations representing each district that will be featured on the other wall parallel to the plaques. The students were given creative freedom, so we look forward to seeing their beautiful works added to the public meeting room. And these are some of the materials we've used. Oops. Michael, if you don't mind playing that video for me. Thank you. All right. We've also partnered with the IST department to develop a webpage dedicated to providing information about the history of the Board of Supervisors. This webpage features individual and group photos, as you can see on the screen. The webpage will launch the day of the unveiling ceremony we have planned. These photos were archived from the V drive, from CDs, from books, from newspapers. I've had a lot of visits to the Historical Society, and they have been a wonderful help. And then, of course, these are the individual photos of yourselves, as you see, and former Board of Supervisors members. And they are also cataloged by district. For those that we do not have photos for, there is, of course, the portrait unavailable. However, we do implore citizens or constituents in the county, if they know someone or have had someone in their family serve on the board and there's not currently a photo, we would love to have it shared with us so that we can add it to our website. Thank you for your support on this project, and I look forward to seeing you at the celebration.
Outstanding job, Mary. Thank you. Outstanding job. I'm glad you added county administrators too.
Yes, sir, of course.
I just got to get that below. Mr. Carroll.
Mr. Chair, I think you'll remember this because you were actually part of it. In 2014, we had a 100-year celebration of the police department being founded. And we actually recreated the actual ceremony that took place using retired police officers in the capacity as Board of Supervisors members. And you were in attendance to that. You were on the board. I was the master of ceremonies. But I think a lot of people don't realize that there was a Manchester district that was taken away from Chesterfield County. And I think it's important for us to show all of our history. And so I'm glad that this project is there so that when people come in, and even now being able to go on the website and actually see the history, an additional history part that really didn't exist before. So I think it's an important project. So thank you for.
I fully concur. Thank you much. Dr. Casey, you comment, sir.
No, I just wanted to just recognize Ms. Romanello. She is actually a fellow with us over a 2-year period. So this is an example of projects that we can assign to people with her stature and just helping her improve her service and career, hopefully in the future, into public service. So she's done many things in the past, but we thought this would be a good one for her to be the alpha and omega in representing a task, if you will, assigned by the board, but really for the community in the end of the day. And we are going to try and do our best to put a call out to all prior information for all prior elected officials, descendants or otherwise, because we want to build an archival database. It goes without saying, those that are serving today, people tend to know extraordinary amounts of information because of technology. The further you go back, as you can tell from pictures, it's harder and harder to find. Right. But we are going to do our best and work with the community and even try and have the Mims family, if you will, invited representing the Manchester district when we unveil the plaques. And again, just in our county museum is a nice plaque already to Mr. Mims, and who traveled by horse, I would imagine, from the Manchester area.
Ms. Lothian.
With my mic, I'm sorry.
Pay attention to the history.
His family ran a business in Manchester. That's what I remember. I'm sorry.
That's correct.
He came from work to the board meetings.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
By horse.
Yeah, by horse. Yeah, that's right. I can imagine. I'd love to see that if I go back in time, coming to a board meeting.
Absolutely, I'd be honored.
He can recreate it.
I was hoping you would ask. I think that'd be terrific. Deal? Let's do it.
He could probably tell us how long it takes too. But anyway, Mary, again, thank you so very much. Outstanding
Mr.
job. I really like those shirts you got for us too.
Oh,
I
for
thought that was
cafe,
really
yes, of
a big
course.
plug, Mary.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Mary. Thank you.